Hello, football fans from West Green High School here in Mossheim, Tennessee, in Greene County. Mike out along with Rob Younger to bring you tonight's broadcast in a big region battle between the homestanding West Green Buffaloes and your Gatlinburg-Pittman High School Highlanders. Rob, Gatlinburg-Pittman comes in 7-1 on the football season. West Green 1-6, and of course, let's just hope GP does not overlook this herd of Buffaloes tonight. Looking forward to Cumberland Gap next week.
Well, Mike, I don't know that they're going to overlook them. They certainly have a lot of offensive mistakes that they have to correct from last week, and I'm sure they've been working really hard. But, Mike, it's going to be really hard not to overlook these guys because, you're talking about them being a 6-1 football team. 4 of those losses came to single-A football teams. And the only win they have was against North Green, who is not a very strong football program. So it's going to be kind of hard for them not to overlook these guys and look forward to Cumberland Gap.
Of course, West Green on the rebuilding with head coach John Case right there. A lot of players on the sidelines, Rob, and a little more tradition than they have been here in the last couple of years since we've been up here. But on the other hand, Rob, GP's sort of bit with the injury bug this week.
Well, Mike, that's what we hear. Got a couple of kids sick. We heard that that Matthew Pitzer had the flu. Bo Dyer having a problem with his lower leg, possible stress fracture. Big Michael Dodig, ankle injury, might be out for the season. Those are 3 key guys on our offense and defense. So, you got to play with some injuries, but against a team like this, it'd be a great opportunity for some of those young guys to fill in and get some good game experience.
Also, Rob, big tight end Zach Sutton nursing some bruised ribs as well.
And Mike, of course, we've all played with bruised and broken ribs. That's not a whole lot of fun.
Gatlinburg-Pittman set to kick off. Matthew Pitzer, number 44, will be doing the kicking chores as he has all football season. Rob, again, another beautiful drive up here during October in East Tennessee. You can't beat it.
Another beautiful East Tennessee day, no doubt about it. It's one of the most beautiful parts of the country, Mike, and we get to see it every Friday night.
44, Matthew Pitzer, back deep for the Buffaloes. Number 7, Matt McCravey.
McCravey deep for the Buffalo football team as we're underway from West Green High School. But it's going to be Johnson at the 16. Nice little wedge right there, still on his feet. Finally hammered down by a host of Highlanders. Looks like it's number 33, your man, Joey Green, on the tackle for the Highlanders.
And, Mike, you're talking about a lot of people being injured or being sick. Just on the special teams already, you see a lot of new numbers and faces that we haven't seen out there.
Like number 22 in at the linebacker position instead of Dyer. That's Lee Douglas for the Highlanders. Buffaloes are jumping right there. Rob, of course, we're working without a West Green roster tonight, but we'll do the best that we can. Illegal procedure against the Buffaloes will back it up 5. It'll be first down 15 from the 29-yard line. Back up to 24-yard line. Tramp inside there. It's nothing. I mean, nothing. Was that Big Billy Husky on the stop here, Rob? Number 70, Big Billy, along with number 44, Matthew Pitzer for the Highlanders.
Mike, certainly a lot of new faces in the opening lineup right there on defense. You see the number 70, the tackle, Billy Husky, is a true freshman playing. And you see number 66, Nate Sanchez, starting at linebacker.
Along with number 22, Lee Douglas.
No gain on the play, bringing up a second down.
Of course, you got Ogle, Owens, and Young in the secondary for the Highlanders. Sutton is in that defensive end as well as Joey Green. And that's Sutton. Got his hands up in the air and sacked right there, but there is a flag back up at the line of scrimmage.
And, Mike, that's only the 6th sack on the football season.
Of course, Rob,
second one for Zach Sutton.
We talked about it last week, in the last couple of weeks, this season, GP, not a lot of sacks, a lot of interceptions, but not a lot of sacks simply because of a lot of these offensive going to a three-step drop, and you just don't have time to put the pressure on the
Dead ball
passer.
personal foul penalty against the Highlanders.
Got a dead ball personal foul penalty against the Highlanders.
And Mike, as you look at the replay, the only thing I can think of, when he came back down, he hit him, kind of caught him with his hand onto the helmet, which.
Now, Rob, that was away from the ball. I think that was on number 22, Lee Douglas, for the Highlanders.
Penalty,
he's out of the ball game right now.
For the Buffaloes.
So after the penalty, it's going to be second down 11, Buffaloes. Trying it again off tackle. But you got pitcher and number 70, Big Billy Husky again. Make that Adolfo Alman for the Highlanders.
77. Adolfo Ailman for the Highlanders. Brings up fourth down.
Robert, I said previously a second down, but it was third down because that penalty was a dead ball foul. Standing deep at the 40-yard line, that's Owens and Young for the Highlanders.
Case Young and Bo Owens back deep for the Highlanders.
High snap right there. Oh, almost. He may have got a piece of that. Pick it up right there, Joey. Oh, good job getting on it right there. That's what you got to do there. I think Matt Robertson may have got a piece of it.
I think he did. I don't know how he couldn't have. I mean, he had perfect timing. The snap was high. The punter really did a good job of getting the snap held down, but he took a great angle. I think he had to have gotten a little piece of it.
Here's a replay. We'll sort of apologize for that power line coming across the center right there. I think he did get a piece of that. I think if Green could have been able to haul that sucker in, he'd have been gone.
First and 10 for the Highlanders on the Buffalo's 42-yard line.
First and 10 Highlanders at the Buffalo 42-yard line. Taylor Ogle, the quarterback. Pitzer at tailback. Robertson, the fullback.
Mike, this might be just one of those games where Bo Dyer, unless we just really need him, is going to take the game and rest.
Okay, Buffalo's a little bit antsy right there. They're going to jump off sides, and we're going to step off 5 against the herd. That'll bring up first and 10 Highlanders.
And Mike, that's the 11th offside that we've seen in 2 ball games. You know, you think by this time of the season, those problems are corrected.
Making it first down and 5.
Young to the right, Owens to the left on first and 5. Long snap count again. It looks like the Buffaloes may have jumped again. Trying to get it straight here. Offside, so with the 5-yard penalty, that's going to bring up a first and 10 GP. That's our first down of the ball game. Of course, obviously by the penalty route.
Mike, one thing that's going to be interesting about this ball game, even though we're not playing against a very good football team, we're going to get to see Matthew Pitzer get a lot of carries from the tailback position with Bo Dyer in there. Usually Matthew gets the ball handed to him from the halfback position on the cross bucks and traps, but he's obviously going to be the featured ball carrier tonight.
Right there, Robertson on the trap, and he sort of got trapped right there at the line of scrimmage.
Even Monroe for the Buffaloes.
Rob, have you had a chance to look at the makeshift line for the Highlanders this week?
Well, Mike, I'm trying to look at numbers out there, and they're
you still got Bryce at center, Alman at tackle, Pitzer on the corner, pounds his way close to a first down. He's going to be a couple yards short, so it'll bring up third and 2 for GP here with 9:14 remaining in the first quarter.
Of course, Mike, you got Nate Sanchez, Daniel Maples on the left side of the line, Keelan Bryce, who's been our center all year long, playing there, Allman at right tackle, Sutton at the tight end, and at the right guard spot, it's usually Corey Nichols. I'm not sure. I can't.
Looks like from here it may be Casey, Elijah Casey for the Highlanders. Pitzer pounds his way, twisting, turning down to the 20. He's going to have a first down. I think it is Elijah Casey at the right guard.
For the Highlanders.
Standout sophomore, one of the few sophomores that gets playing time.
Down and 10 for the Highlanders.
Twins to the right this time. That's Owens and Young. Ogle drops, looks, throws the football. Ball is great one-handed snag right there by Owens, still on his feet, twisting, turning, trying to get into the end zone, brought down at the 5-yard line.
Mike, I'm telling you, this guy, he is a great receiver. That ball was way overthrown. Went up, caught it with one hand, made a highlight catch. But the thing that's impressive is watch his run after the catch.
Number 3, Curtis Malone. It'll be 1st and goal for the Highlanders.
And Mike, that's why he's averaging over 18 yards per catch on the year. And that might be his 19th or 20th catch of the year.
So that's 1st and go at the 5-yard line. That's Corey Jenkins.
Corey Jenkins carrying the ball
on
for
a
the
carry
Highlanders.
off the left side. Stop at about the 5-yard line. As we have a slow Buffalo to get up there, but he's okay, coming off now. Young checks back in the ball game. Sims out.
Bringing up 2nd.
Two tight end set, wishbone formation on 2nd and go. Pitzer, right side, twisting, turning, pounding into the end zone. Touchdown, Matthew Pitzer here with 7:23 remaining in the first quarter.
Well, Mike, Matthew Pitzer, who's led in scoring this entire football season up into this week, being the featured tailback tonight, he might jump back in that race for the leading scorer.
Check that. That was Matthew Pitzer carrying the ball into the end zone.
Robertson to snap, Ogle to hold, Pitzer to kick. Snap is down, kick is up, and the kick is good. So here with 7:23 remaining in the first quarter, it's the Highlanders 7, the Buffaloes yet to get on the scoreboard. Remember, this broadcast can be seen on Saturday mornings at 11 o'clock, Monday nights at 7, and Wednesday nights at 7 on Channel 4, the PEG channel, downtown Gatlinburg, as you get a good look at the replay there. Pitzer, that's just all Pitzer right there, Rob. Good look across the way. A lot of the GP fans, it's made a nice little trip up here to Greene County.
Of course, you know, compared to when we were here last time, South Green has a good crowd. And Mike, you're talking
West
about
Green.
West Green.
Yeah,
You can
West
talk
Green.
about a new football coach and kind of a new attitude. And really, as soon as you pulled into the gate tonight, I mean, it's a little country school, but they've really made a lot of improvements. You can just say they've got 3 new sets of stands over on the visitor sideline. Everything's painted. The baseball field's looking good. The football field's in much better shape than it was the last time we were here. And this got everything kind of has a facelift. You can tell that they're trying to make improvements with their program.
Field house, concession stand, press box, and new coat of paint. Didn't get any better than that. Pitzer's kick is going to settle down to McCamey at the 4-yard line. Trying to find some running room, and there's nothing there.
Mike, I've seen something that I've never seen in 30 years of football. I don't know if it'll show up on film because the camera was following the ball, but they had their wedge set up, and they didn't block anybody on the wedge, and they ended up having 6 people shoulder to shoulder trying to block the kicker.
Oh, goodness. All right, 1st and 10 West Green at the 15, their second possession of the ballgame. Well, so the football ball is going to be incomplete. Rob, the ball hadn't sailed. Owens had 6 right there.
And Mike, I don't know if the receiver ran the wrong pattern or the quarterback threw it to the wrong spot.
Mike Hellong with Rob Younger, Marty Nicely, Kevin Tierney, Slick Finger Randall Bryan. Of course, Randall's finger's pretty good tonight. He didn't have the fried catfish. That's why he went with the baked chicken as a pregame meal. 2nd down, 10 Buffaloes. Wants to throw deep. That ball's going to be picked off by Owens at the 39-yard line. A lot of pressure on.
Mike, great pressure by the defensive line, but I'm not sure. I don't have my stats with me this week. Is that his 3rd or 4th interception on the season?
At least.
It'll be 1st down and 10 for the Highlanders on the Buffalo's 40-yard line.
And Mike, that pressure came from Matthew Pitzer on a stunt called from defensive coordinator Neil Estes.
So it's GP, second possession of the ball game, going to spot it at the 40-yard line. I formation backfield. Ogle drops, wants to go deep, down the left side of Young. That ball's going to be, should be a flag there. That'll be 15 yards from the line of scrimmage. Good job there by Young getting behind the defensive back. And really, not bad defense by the defender, Rob. He just
didn't know where the ball was. The ball was a little bit underthrown, and Young slowed down to catch the ball, and the guy kind of ran over him.
Really not too bad. You just got to turn your head at the right time.
What you tell those defensive backs or linebackers that do get in a man situation like that, covering a guy, you just kind of look at that thing that tag on the back of their helmet. When they turn their head, you turn your head.
15-yard penalty. It'll be first down and 10 for the Highlanders.
So with the 15-yard step off, it will be first and 10 for GP at the Buffalo 25-yard line. Ogle drops, looks right through Owens' hands there. I should say the sure-handed Bo Owens.
But Mike, he's had a great year. He is a sure-handed receiver. That ball again, a little bit overthrown. And I don't know how much difference it is. When you play a game at Gatlinburg-Pittman and you look across the field, and we have a huge crown on our field, and this field looks very flat. And a lot of times if you have a quarterback that really is accurate and throws the ball to spots, a lot of times that'll make him throw the ball a little high.
Second down 10, Highlanders. Orange motions to the right. Ogle Rose right. Looking, going to pick it up. Now he's going to throw the football. He's got Young at the 12, brought down at the 10-yard line for a Highlander first down.
Complete to number 7, Chase Young.
Mike, great football play, and that's one thing that Taylor has done really well this year. First couple of ball games, I thought he was holding on to the ball a little bit long, but he's just real patient. He waits for his receivers to get open, and he does a good job, Mike, if there's 2 or 3 receivers in the route of finding the open guy, not getting in a hurry, not pushing the panic button.
Wishbone formation for GP. Give to Pitzer right side. A couple yards down close to the 8-yard line. They may spot it at the 7. GP can get a first down at the 2-yard line.
Number 77, Aaron Monroe with the Buffaloes.
GP back at home next week, Rob.
For the big matchup.
The big matchup. This is for all the marbles, all the money, car titles, everything you want to do. But it's GP versus the Panthers from Cumberland Gap. Rob, I don't know if we jumped or they jumped too soon, but it's going to be a penalty against somebody.
Well, Mike, we were talking about all the legal procedure and all, so many kids jumping offside last week, and it turns out that they did kind of change their snap count up a little bit, trying to do something about South Green's linebackers blitzing so much and try to get them to jump off sides. But I tell you, big problem with that this late in the season.
Ball right at the 4-yard line. Second down, 3 Highlanders. Pitzer again. Where is he? Touchdown, Pitzer.
Pitzer carrying the ball into the end zone. Touchdown, Highlanders.
Rob, right now 2 impressive drives by the Highlanders. Short drives, but right now really just sort of doing what they do best, moving the football.
Mike, we're talking about the penalties last week. With the week before that, when we went up to North Green and played, the first team only played, they played less than a quarter of football. They came out with 3 minutes left in the first quarter, and then we've really played some weak teams this year. You start talking about West Green, North Green, Chucky Doak. I just don't think, it doesn't help us improve as a football team playing those guys. I mean, when you have to do make all of your improvements in practice on Monday and Tuesday, I don't know how. Doesn't get you as ready for the playoffs or a big showdown like we have next Friday night.
Rob, that's the thing about it, even though region opponents, you got to play them there. As you get a look at Pitzer's second touchdown of the ball game, a little split screen action right here. Is Randall? He must have took a class this week. Good. I like it, Randall. That's good. All right, so Kevin does that. Kevin, pitcher and a pitcher. Kevin has to do that. I knew Randall wasn't qualified. That looks good right there. You get a good look across the way at the Highlanders. I think GP maybe Robert sent a few of their
Kicking
coaches
off for the Highlanders,
to scout
number 44,
Cumberland Gap
Matthew
tonight. They'll
Pitzer.
come back with a good scouting report and start working
Back
on
deep
that right
for the Buffaloes, number 26, James White.
White deep this time for the Buffaloes as Pitzer set to kick off for the third time already here in this first quarter. That's a booming kick. It's going to go through the end zone, and West Green will scrimmage from their 20-yard line.
Of course, some of the coaches are at the Cumberland Gap game tonight, but you look over there and you see our defensive coordinator, Neil Lestas, with the headset over there calling the game. And, you know, nobody puts more hours and work into it than Neil does. And I saw his wife, Sandy, at the grocery store this week, and she's talking about him getting ready for the South Green game. She's like, oh, my God, he's got our house torn all apart. You know, when most people buy a new house, they go out and pick out curtains, and he picks out chalkboards and grease boards and has those scattered all around his house. And she said he's been like that for 30 years, that he just drives himself crazy and stays on the chalkboard and the film. Of course, he's got his film room set
Adam
up.
Oliver's pass is complete to number 25,
Oliver's
Chad
pass
Moore.
complete to Moore for the first down, so West Green picks up their first
It'll be first down
of
and
the ball
10
game.
for the Buffaloes.
Probably had a little running room right there if he hadn't tripped up there. Good look at the replay right there. Oh, had something going there. So it's first and 10 Buffaloes at their own 34-yard line here with 5:14 and counting in the first quarter. And off left side, maybe a yard
Adrian
down
Saltzman
to the
carrying the ball for the Buffaloes.
36-yard line. We'll call it 2 yards.
Brought
Second
down
down,
by
8
number 44,
Buffaloes.
Matthew Pitzer.
It might not that
Along
these
with
kids that are in there right now aren't doing
number
a great job,
77,
but boy, when you take
Adolfo
out an impact player like Bo Dyer, you can tell a difference. There's just not you can hear Bo Dyer playing. You can hear plastic on plastic out there when he's playing linebacker.
Same formation for the
Gain of
Buffaloes
2 on the play, bringing
second
up second
and
down
8.
and 8 for the Buffaloes.
Got to wrap up right there. Adolfo Elman missed him in the backfield there, but he was stopped by
James White carrying the ball
host
for the
of
Buffaloes.
Highlanders.
Hit first by number 66, Nate Sanchez of the Highlanders.
Rob, weather-wise,
No
probably the
gain on
best
the play,
night
bringing
we've had
up third down and
for
8
high school football this fall.
for the
Dry.
Buffaloes.
Had a little rain this morning, but it's dry and it's not too humid, not too cool. It's just perfect. It's like sweater and sweatshirt weather and short weather and all that good stuff right there. Third down, 8 Buffaloes. Oliver, the quarterback, he's gone all night for the West Green team. Looking, wants to throw deep, going deep. That ball's going to be picked off by Chase Young at the 37-yard line. So GP with their second interception of the ball game
Oliver's
tonight.
pass is
Back on
intercepted
offense.
by number 10.
And like you hear a lot about, you know, when you see a
Bo
defensive
Owens of the
lineman get a
Highlanders.
sack, you
They'll take over
hear him talk
first
about
down and
coverage
10
sacks and how
for
everybody was so well
Gatlinburg-Pittman.
covered. A quarterback just had to hold on to the ball and get sacked. Those 2 interceptions that we've had were great plays, but
Pass
they
was
were
intended
caused
for
by
number
pressure
7,
on the
Matt
quarterback.
McGravy.
Great job by our defensive line and linebackers getting good pass rush, getting pressure on the quarterback. And it was a great
First
catch.
down and 10
we'll-
for the Highlanders on their own 38-yard line.
Ogle fakes. Owens in the flank. He's got the first down and more. Across midfield down to the 46-yard line. Nice catch by the senior, Bo Owens.
And Mike, it's been a long time since we've
Taylor
had
Ogle's
a
pass is
receiver that
complete to
just
number
that does
10,
that good of a
Bo
job
Owens.
running after the catch, and you look at the replay,
Brought
and,
down by
and
number
he's right there in the
42,
slot,
Roger
just running a
Vardenberg
little out pattern.
of the
But
Buffalo.
this does a great job catching the ball with his hands, tucking it, and then running. Of course, it says a lot about the quarterback hitting him in the right spot and hitting him in stride.
Twins left,
First
tight
and
end
10
right for the
for the
Highlanders.
Highlanders.
Ogle fakes, pumps. Got Sims out in the flat right there, and it's dropped.
Taylor Ogle's pass attempt to Hagan Sims incomplete, bringing up second down and 10 for the Highlanders.
That was almost too easy of a catch, right?
I tell you, when you, it's almost you turn around and you're just wide open, and the ball's right there in your hands. Of course, he's going to be a great one. He will be one of our better players next year. Of course, it didn't help that he missed that ball 5 feet in front of his grandfather.
Second down, Highlanders. Fake jump pass. Sutton. Maybe just a tad behind him right there, Rob.
Of course, Hagen's dad was one of the best receivers that's ever played at GP.
Oh, Roger, great receiver, great punt returner,
Bringing
kick
up
returner
third
for the
down and
Highlanders.
10.
Until he hurt his hip.
Tough ball player, tough ball player.
Did he dislocate his hip or just break it?
Dislocated it. Third down, 10 Highlanders. Owens to the right, Young to the left. Ogle drops, fakes a draw, screen pass left, that's Robertson. Going to get a couple yards, but that's about it. Nice defense along the way by some Buffaloes.
You know, Mike, what that is good defense by the Buffaloes. But what you do when Hagen or any of those guys drop a pass, you come back a couple plays later, go right back to them, just throw the ball to them. Don't give up on them.
Pass to Matt Robertson.
Good to see Bruce Ruttenberg back on the sideline this week, Rob. Of course, Bruce has been out of the country for a couple
3-yard
of weeks.
gain on the play, bringing up fourth down.
That's just a good tackle right there. Nice punt right there. I think that may have been 77 Adolfo Allman for the Highlanders. Good punt by Allman.
Is this the game where he lets the seniors?
Adolfo Allman's punt.
No.
Into the end zone.
Rob, you like that lineman getting a little prime time right there.
Yeah.
It'll be first and 10.
First Adolfo has been our player of the game one time this year as a defensive tackle.
Speaking of that, at the end of tonight's broadcast, we'll be bringing you the Greenbrier Restaurant play of the game, as well as the Five Oaks Construction offensive and defensive players of the game. Of course, it feels great to be decked out in this sports broadcasting sweatshirt. Compliments all Five Oaks Construction. Handoff right side, stopped by a host of Highlanders. I think it may have been Pitzer. And Billy Husky, a little slow getting up right there on the stop for the Highlanders.
You know, one thing, Mike, that the coaching staff has done in the last 7 ball games, we've really rotated a lot of defensive linemen in there at the tackle and the end spot. We've had the same crew play the entire game. Zach Sutton at end, Jenkins at end, and Adolfo and Billy Husky at tackles.
Bringing up third down and 10.
Third down, 10 Buffaloes.
For the Buffaloes.
Clock running, 1:36 and counting in the first quarter. Long snap count. Fakes, wants to go deep again, and that's Owens on the, should have been pick number 3 right there. You're not going to pick on Bo Owens.
Brandon Martin's pass attempt to number 24, Johnny Day, incomplete.
So West Green will bring on their punting unit for the second time tonight.
Broken up by number 10, Bo Owens to the Highlanders, bringing up third down and a long 10. For the Buffaloes.
Rob, I said it's not fourth down, it's third down. My bad, I got confused. Little hot pass right there. That ball's going to be caught right there. A nice tackle by number 10 Owens and number 7 Chase Young for the Highlanders.
Brandon Marsh's pass is complete.
And Mike,
that's
just really good coaching right there. They came out in the wide. And the twin set to this side had a guy all the way back to the numbers, which is a long way for a quarterback to throw the ball. If you're going to throw that hitch pass right there with that kind of arm strength, you need to be a lot closer because it gave Chase Young time to run up there and really put a pop on the receiver.
Now they're going to punt for the second time tonight. Owens and Young back at the Buffalo 45-yard line. High snap, pressure. Gets it away. It's going to take a GP bounce right there and back up, and it's going to go out of bounds, and that's going to be that may be a net 0 punt, Marty. I think from here. That'll hurt your punting average, but GP great field position at the Buffalo 14-yard line. Yep.
Eric James punt rolls out of bounds. The Highlanders will take over first down and 10 on the Buffalo 16-yard line.
Owens to the right, Young to the left. Pitzer still at tailback, and we have a timeout, official's timeout for an equipment change.
An official timeout on the field.
So in comes number 22, Lee Douglas at tight end, replacing number 80, Zach Sutton. I really think he's bleeding a little bit right there. Of course, you have to come out of the game when you're bleeding there. Pitzer on the sweep, trying to get to the corner, cuts it back inside, ball loose right there, and it looks like GP
Matthew Pitzer carrying the ball for the Highlanders. There's a fumble on the
retained
play.
possession. That's
Ball
number
has been
2,
recovered
Robertson,
by number
on the
2
fumble recovery
of the Highlanders,
for the
Matt
Highlanders.
Robertson.
Of course, Robbie got Pitzer. He hadn't practiced all week with a bad case of the flu, and boy, that's tough. It's tough just having the flu, let alone after you're trying to recover to get out here and play a football game. And there is a flag down. Let's see what the call is. Illegal procedure against the Highlanders.
Mike, you saw the ball pop out there, and that's I think 3 times in 3 games that Pitzer has done that. And every time it's kind of weird. It's when he gets a big hit down below his waist on his legs or something. And I don't know if just coincidence, maybe he got a helmet on the football. But you got to wonder where he's carrying the ball when he gets hit like that.
Rob, I think we hear either a train. We have train tracks in the background.
5-yard illegal procedure penalty.
The 758
the
coming
Highlanders.
through.
A 7:58.
Bring up
Oh,
first
the
down and
7:58.
15.
I was going to say
Gatlinburg-Pittman.
7:47. All right, so after the penalty, that'll bring up first and 15 as we wind down to about 24 seconds and counting in the first quarter. Ogle looks. Young on the look in. That ball's going to be incomplete. Just a little underthrown right there, and that'll stop the clock with 14 seconds here in the first quarter.
Ogle's
GP
passing
on
attempt
top,
to number
14 to
7,
nothing.
Chase Young, incomplete. Bringing up second down and 15.
Ogle 4 of 8 through the air so far tonight.
Gatlinburg-Pittman.
In one quarter, I remember back when Coach Benny Hammonds didn't throw 8 times the whole football season. If my memory serves me correct. Second down, 15 Highlanders. Ogle drops, looks. Now scrambles out of the pocket, looking again, fakes, turns it up, still on his feet. He's going to pick up about 6 or 7
Ogle
down
on the
there
keeper for the Highlanders.
as the first quarter ends there. See what the
Brought down by number 68,
situation
Garrett
will be
Ely.
as we change ends of the field. But we will
Along with
say
number
after 1, it's
42,
Gatlinburg-Pittman.
Roger
14.
Vardenberg for the Buffaloes.
No, Robbie stepped out of bounds with .98 seconds left. Is that what they're going to say?
And Mike, what you like, and when looking at the replay right there,
No, that is a quarter.
and you're watching
And
Taylor
that's the
Ogle, and
end
you,
of the
and you
first quarter
talk
with
about
the
their
score,
coaching and
Gatlinburg-Pittman
talking about Larry
14,
White being the quarterback coach. I mean, that was just
0.
perfect. You watch his feet. He has great footwork. He got set up in the pocket, held the ball in the great position, and looked downfield. Then he had to scramble, did a nice job running the football. And I tell you, for a kid that's 6'5", 180 pounds, he really runs
West
well.
Green High School is sponsoring a raffle for a doghouse built by the class. The tickets are $2 each, or 3 tickets for $5. The drawing will be tonight during halftime. Come by the concession stand and check out the insulated doghouse.
Well, Mike,
Any dog would love to have.
we've seen a lot of good raffles around East Tennessee before.
Maybe some
Shotguns,
humans would like
cars.
to have it too.
I don't know if the
So, go down
fans
there and buy
heard
your
that,
ticket.
but the interior design class and building class here at West Green High School is raffling off an insulated doghouse. I think Kevin's trying to pick up a shot of that. There it is right there, you know, for $1 a chance. And it's probably going to be just a few moments before we can get any more replays because Randall's on his way down there now.
Pretty good looking doghouse. Hey, Sonny needs a new house. And I think, well, Marty let me carry it back in the truck.
Randall's looking for the house for himself.
Yeah, well, Randall lives in the doghouse most of the time. He probably needs to take that down to the new place.
When they said insulated, we knew what was going on there. All right, so after Taylor's run, that's T.O. Taylor Ogle's run, would pick up there about 9. It'll be third down, and we'll call it 6 for the Highlanders.
Third down and 4.
Ogle rolls out looking for Sutton. Still looking. Going to tuck up and run. He's going to scramble into the end zone. That's little shades of Peyton Manning, that tall frame of him running the football, but GP on the board.
Quarterback keeper for a
Mike, great
touchdown
run and
for the
great pass.
Gatlinburg-Pittman
As soon as he took the ball and was sprinting to the corner, and he kind of was about right behind the tackle area, Zach Sutton was open just for a couple of seconds. I thought if he could have gotten rid of the football that he could have hit him, but then the coverage closed up pretty quick, and he did a good job tucking the ball and running.
Snap is down, kick is up, and the kick is
Matthew
good. So
Pittman,
here with
point after is good, making the score.
47 remaining
The
in the
Highlanders
first
21,
half, it's your
West Green,
Gatlinburg-Pittman
nothing.
Highlanders 21, the West Green Buffaloes yet to get on the board. Of course, Rob, tonight
I think that might be Taylor's first touchdown of the year, first running touchdown of the year.
Of course, Rob, as you get a good look at the replay, and like you said there, he had a couple of receivers open momentarily, but good job defensively. They were covered, and he just tucked it up and ran right there for a 8-yard touchdown scamper.
He's a good-looking ball player.
Of course, Rob, plenty of room up here tonight on top of the press box. Of course, out here in the open air, and it's a little windy up here. Just hope it doesn't get too gusty. As you get a great look at a lot of Highlander fans along the way there. As you get a good look at the Gatlinburg-Pittman High School cheerleaders under the direction of Leanne Parton, Foster.
Pitcher kicking off for the Highlanders.
Can I or did I?
James White deep for the West Green Buffaloes.
Mike, it's great to be back on the road in beautiful East Tennessee, getting this broadcast going. Of course, this broadcast is brought to the fans by the Greenbrier Restaurant and Ogle's Five Oaks Construction.
I wish we had a prime rib sandwich this week for our pregame meal instead of the Homestead all-you-can-eat catfish. That's Johnson at 16. Still on his feet. Nice wedge right there. Good return ball. It may have come loose, and I think
James
GB
White
has
returning
come
the
up
kickoff.
with it. And who has it?
Fumble on the play. The ball has been recovered
That's number
by the
7, Chase Young, for the
Gatlinburg-Pittman
Highlanders.
Highlanders.
Well, Mike, I really think that against our first team unit that the Buffaloes will not cross midfield with the football.
But here you get a good replay right there. I don't think it's hit that hard. Just someone stripped him right there, Rob. See who did that. That may have been number 58, Elijah Casey, for the Highlanders.
It'll be first down and 10 for the Highlanders on the Buffalo 33-yard line.
Ogle drops, looks, wants to go deep. He has Owens down the right side. The ball's going to be caught, but out of bounds. So GP wasting no time going along
Taylor
there.
Ogle's pass attempt to number 10, Bo Owens, is caught out of bounds, bringing up second down and 10.
Of course, Rob, one new thing up here as well. They got a new PA system. And, baby, let me tell you, it's loud up here. I'm glad we have these earphones on tonight, or, because the decibels are pretty high. So with the incomplete pass, it's second down 10, Highlanders. Ball at the 31-yard line. L right formation. Little crossbuck right there. That's Robertson on the carry. Make it Corey Jenkins for the Highlanders. Down to the
Corey Jenkins carrying the ball
29-yard line. A gain of 2 on the play.
Brought down by number 42, Roger Vardenberg for the West
Rob, got
Green
big plans
Buffaloes.
this weekend?
Big plans, college roommates in town.
Get a little static up
Gain
here.
a lower 4 yards on the play, bringing up third down.
A little static up here with
Six.
these speakers here. Oh, man. I've got a pair of wire cutters. Kevin may take care of that in a minute here. Third down 7. Ogle fakes. Now he has Owens after that ball's going to be complete right there for the first down. Nice completion, throw and catch from Ogle to
Taylor
Owens.
Ogle's pass attempt is complete to number 10, Bo Owens.
Yeah, I think I saw Kevin breaking out his
Brought
climbing
down by
spikes.
number
He's going to climb the
26,
pole and
James White. The West Green Buffaloes.
Good hitch and go right there by
21-yard pickup. for
Hey,
the
great
Highlanders.
camera work, too. Great camera work.
great camera
Be
work
first
by our
down and
head
goal.
cameraman and straw boss, Kevin
Gatlinburg-Pittman.
Tierney, Gatlinburg Chamber of Commerce president.
Pitcher on the sweep to the right side, cuts it back inside as he got to the corner.
Matthew Pitzer carrying the ball for the Highlanders.
The second down go for GP.
Brought down by number 42, Roger Vardenberg of the West Green Buffaloes.
But, Rob, really good West Green Buffalo crowd on hand here tonight. GP's a little slow getting out of the huddle with this play. Sutton tight end right, Orange to the left. I knew that was going to happen. Coach Benny P. Hamlins won't be happy with that. So after the delay of game penalty, we'll back it up 5 yards.
Dead ball, 5-yard delay of game penalty against the Highlanders.
Back it up to the 11-yard line. So it'll be second and go from the 11 for the Highlanders.
It'll be second down and goal. The ball is on the Buffaloes' 11-yard line.
Orange to the left. Long snap count. GP's going to get 5 back right there. I'll tell you, Rob, with this wind blowing tonight and that concession stand cooking those burgers, man, I'm telling you. I wish we'd ate here instead of down at the all-you-can-eat catfish.
We kind of reached an all-time low on our pregame dinner tonight, didn't we?
Oh yeah, go from the best one we ever had last week at home. Compliments of the Greenbrier restaurant, and well, when you're on the road, you just have to eat like you're on the road.
Buffalo's 6-yard line.
I think that was a busted play there.
Taylor Ogle on the quarterback
Ogle
keeper.
did
Highlanders.
keep it and turn it up there.
Brought down by number 25, Chad Moore, along with number 58, Nathan Clark.
Timeout, Highlanders. So timeout on the field from West Green High School. 8:52 remaining in the first half. GP on top, 21-0. As you get a good look at the huge crowd on hand here tonight. West Green High School, Mossheim, Tennessee, in the heart of Greene County. Remember, next there's a concession stand. Hey, snow cone. Rob, when's the last time we had a snow cone?
This summer.
Did you?
Papaw snow cone.
All right. Of course, GP back at home next week, taking on the Panthers of Cumberland Gap. No school on Friday, Rob, but the game is going to be on Friday. GP usually likes to play those games on Thursday, but you sort of have to work it out both schools because you got Cumberland Gap is in school. They are in school on Friday.
Mike, I'm not sure what's going on, but that entire timeout Coach Hammond spent talking to the head official. He did not even go and talk to our players.
That may have been one of his old hunting buddies from college. Probably not.
Good look at Coach Benny Hammonds.
Third down and goal.
Third and go from the 4-yard line. Pitzer left side stopped short. Nice defense by West Green.
One thing that West Green's doing right at this stadium, Mike, have you ever seen a better money-making strategy than set your grill up and upwind of the crowd so that they're blowing all that hamburger smoke over everybody?
It's got to start somewhere. So it's 4th and go, and GP's going to go for it. Sutton tight end right, Orange to the left. Ogle drops, looking, rows out. Now he throws the ball in the flat. Who is it? Matt Robertson.
Hey,
touchdown, Highlanders. Great play.
What a play by Taylor Ogle. Most quarterbacks, Mike, would have gotten sacked there, but what he did, he just kind of used the ball to fake and freeze that defensive end, and then he just kind of took a step backwards, threw the ball right over the top of him, and found the open receiver for a touchdown. What a great play.
So Pitzer to attempt his 4th PAT of the ball game. Out of Robertson snap and Ogle's hold. Snap is down, kick is up, and the kick is good. So here with 8:07 remaining in the first half, it's the Highlanders 28, the Buffaloes nothing.
And Mike, watch this play right here. The defensive end, or actually it's the cornerback on the stunt. Great play by Taylor Ogle and Robertson. And I'm guessing that's Robertson's first receiving touchdown. There's a good look at our head of security not doing his job tonight.
What's he doing down there? I guess he's watching Marty's truck.
Right now holding the fence up. Yeah, watching the equipment truck. Of
course, I saw Chris today down at the City of Gatlin Employees Tailgate Luncheon. He was down there serving baked beans, and he's probably just worn out.
Of course, he has two kids playing football. One that's going to be a seventh grader that played on the undefeated middle school team this year, Spencer Bryan, and then of course Caleb is a sophomore, special team standout this year, and is going to be a good linebacker for us the next 2 years.
Chris better learn to start sitting up here on these away games with Mother Marcy. Here's Pitzer to kick off. Booming kick. Johnson at the 6. Nice wedge again. But hammered hard. I think that was number 36, Caleb Bryant, on the hammer job for the Highlanders.
You know, I remember we played down in Monroe County when we played Sequoia High School. Caleb had 3 big tackles on the special teams that night, and you know, it's just a great way. If you're a sophomore, that's where you prove yourself to the coaches you want to play football.
West Green ball, first down and 10 on their own 30-yard line.
First and 10, West Green on their own 30-yard line. In that power I formation. Not much going there. Rob, I know you only spent a couple of days on the woods this week since you had college roommate in town visiting, you know, for a couple of days and the weekend there. So, it does a person good to get out of the woods.
You guys got to get out of the woods every once in a while. Go to town at least once a month.
Trap inside. Pitzer there. I think we've lost power or something. Can you hear me, Rob? Okay, maybe that static is gone. I know what it is. I think maybe the PA got cut. All right, there was a little static here, but everything's great now. Now he's back. He's back. Third and 10.
Number 44,
West Green.
the Highlanders, Matthew Pitzer. Bringing up third down and a long 10 for the Buffaloes.
A little running room, maybe a first down. Not going to be a little bit short right there.
Adrian Sauceman carrying the ball for West Green.
Up to the 38-yard line.
Brought down by number
Maybe about
16.
a yard short. And Rob,
Taylor
if you're West
Ogle.
Green, what do? You go
The
for it, right?
Highlanders.
Got to go for it. Of course, that tackle was made by Taylor Ogle. Number 58, Elijah Casey, coming into the game at defensive tackle.
Big number 77, Adolfo Elman.
Gain of 8 on the play, bringing up fourth down and 2 for the Buffaloes.
So on 4th and 2, West Green will
Timeout
utilize
for
a
West Green.
timeout to think it over. Remember, we see this broadcast on Saturday mornings at 11 o'clock, Monday nights at 7, and Wednesday nights at 7. Or, Rob, sometimes just flipping on middle of the night it's playing, but you can watch the Highlanders on Channel 4, the Peg Channel, downtown Gatlinburg.
I had some friends visiting a couple last week, and got back to their hotel room after dinner last Saturday or Sunday night, and of course we were on. They gave us a call, told us they were watching the replay.
Is that when they told you we're not ready for the big time yet?
I think they said something about us being the not ready for prime time broadcasters.
Of course, Rob, this year in Class 2A, a little different playoff system. There's 9 regions, whereas 3 teams in each region will get the automatic bid to make 27 teams. And then from all the other 2A teams in the state with the best one-loss record, they will fill out the brackets of 5 more teams as wild card selections. Hey, it's going to get interesting. Long snap count by West Green. They may try to draw GP off, then punt the football away. They're going to use another timeout.
Of course, the interesting thing about that is that Region
Timeout,
2A, they could have 4 or 5 teams to get into the playoffs.
And that's the thing about it, Rob. Once they pick the 27 teams and the 5 at-large teams, they will be grouped geographically
In the punt for
into
the Buffaloes, number 42,
4
Eric
18
James.
quadrants throughout the state.
Back deep
So,
for the Highlanders,
geographically,
number 2, 10, Bo Owens, along
GP
with
may end up
number
playing
7,
a 5th place
Chase
team
Young.
from the Region 2 conference in the first round if we finish first. West Green 2 punted away here. That's a high snap. Gets it away right there. It's going to hit and roll out of bounds there. Of course, right there, of course, you saw right there that Robinson grabbed the guy, but once you got the football, once you started running with it, he could be hit.
And that's kind of an interesting call there. If you have to decide whether he's running with it or not.
It'll be first down and 10 for Gatlinburg-Pittman on their own 49-yard line.
So it's GP football at the 49-yard line of the Highlanders. Keelan Bryce, number 65, brings his offensive lineman up to the line of scrimmage. Pitcher to tailback. Pitcher on the carry, straight ahead, pounding, twisting, turning, still on his feet, down inside.
He's not.
Down to the 40-yard line. Rob, that looked like a rugby scrum.
It didn't look like Pitzer spent all week in bed with the flu right there.
Number 44, Matthew Pitzer carrying the ball for the Highlanders.
And Mike, that's just want to right there. That's just all. That's just effort.
Number 68, Gary Ely, the West Green
my goodness,
Buffaloes.
that's keeping your legs turning and pulling a whole pile along
Gain of
with
11 on the play, making it first down and 10 for the Highlanders.
First and 10, GP still in the I formation.
On the
Young to the
Buffaloes'
right,
40-yard line.
Orange to the left. Ball loose right there. Can't tell from here.
Fumble
West
on the
Green
play.
say they have it. As the
The
umpire,
ball has
it's
been
West Green
recovered by the
football.
West
Well,
Green
Mike, I don't know if he
Buffaloes.
fumbled the snap from center, stepped out too quick, and just kind of tossed it up in the air, or if he was coming out of his stance, accidentally hit the fullback with the
The
football.
fumble was recovered by number 68, Gary Ely.
No, I think
the West
I
Green
think maybe
Buffaloes.
Robertson, the fullback, hit the ball.
I think that's what happened. I think the fullback hit the ball.
So it's first and 10 Buffaloes at their own 39-yard line. Wide receiver left.
West
Power
Green
out
ball,
back
first
then.
down and 10 on their own 39-yard line. Adrian Salzman carrying the ball for the Buffaloes.
Nice gain of about 4 up to the 43-yard line for the Buffaloes. Clock running 5:30 and counting in the first half from
Hit
West
first
Green
by
High
number
School.
70, Billy Husky for the Highlanders.
Nice little 2A school
Gain
up
of
here in
5 on the
Mossheim.
play, bringing up second down and 5 for the Buffaloes.
Uh-oh, there, ball loose again right there. Still loose, but I think the quarterback may have got it back there.
And Mike, I tell you one thing that looked really good that was just our defensive line
On the
surge
play, the
right
ball
there,
has been
especially on that
recovered by
right
the
side right
Buffaloes.
there.
A loss, bringing up third
Getting good
down
penetration from our tackle spots, Casey and Husky, and the end on the top side.
and 11.
With that loss
For
back
West
there,
Green.
that'll bring the ball back to the original line of scrimmage. We'll call it third down, 10 Buffaloes. Nice hot pass there, nice completion, nice tackle by number 7, Chase Young for the
Brandon
Highlanders.
Marsh's pass is complete to number 25, Chad Moore of the Buffaloes. Brought down by number 7, Chase Young of the Highlanders.
They're going to call timeout for measurement, Rob. But I don't think this is, maybe officials need a little breather right here. But I think this ball is going to be at least a yard
89
short.
on the play, an official timeout for a measurement.
At least a yard short. West Green held to 1 first down so far tonight. Rob, I was pretty close.
You were
I was
pretty close.
Pretty close. All right, so the officials have regrouped, caught their wind a little bit there.
Mike, not quite
It'll
as
be
much
fourth
excitement
down
on the
and about a
field
half a
as we
yard
had
for
last
the
week
Buffaloes.
versus South Green.
So it's another timeout, West Green. They're going to think about it before they go
Timeout
for it
for
here.
West Green.
Mike, great job by the defensive unit last week and this week. And a lot of times when you have especially a player like
Once
Bo
again,
Owens
at
out, and you're
halftime,
trying to
don't
have to
forget to buy
plug
your
somebody
tickets,
new in.
$2
These new
each,
kids are
3
doing a
for
great
$5
job. And
for that
the one thing you can
insulated
count on with
doghouse.
the Gatlinburg-Pittman
They can be
defense,
purchased,
we're going
they
to have
can
all
be
of our
seen
bases
at
covered. We're going to have kids lined
at
up
the
where they're
concession
supposed to
stand.
be.
It will be
Hardly
given away
ever see anybody
tonight.
have a mental breakdown and be out of
During
position on our
halftime.
defense.
Of course, Rob, my sister-in-law, Debbie Kearns, that's Patty's sister, started teaching here at West Green this year after moving up here from the largest school in Alabama, in Huntsville, Alabama. So she said it's been a little less stressful up here.
Great place, beautiful campus, beautiful area.
Trying to look, see if she's in attendance tonight. She probably wouldn't, I'm just looking. She probably wouldn't yell at me, you know what I mean. But anyway, 4th and 1. Buffalo's going for it. Tried to draw GP off last time, but this time they're going to roll the dice and go. Handoff. Hammered right there. Depends on the spot right there. Forward progress, but can't tell from here, Rob. Of course, on something like that, it depends whether it's left foot spot or right foot spot.
Michael.
He got a good spot, but I don't think it.
Taylor McCain is carrying the ball for the Buffaloes.
Rob?
Met by a host, the Highlanders.
They're going to measure again.
Once again, official timeout for a measurement.
Of course, you have to,
I tell you, Chase Young, Mike, is a hitter. He's one of those guys where if you're an offensive player, you better keep your head on a swivel and your feet moving until about a second after the whistle, because he's one of those guys that even if he's not the first man on the tackle, he's going to come in there right at the whistle and hit somebody.
Rob about a foot short, so it's going to be GP football at the Buffalo 48-yard line. Some other big games in the county tonight. Of course, Pigeon Forge High School hosting Hancock County in only their first year of varsity football. Hancock's struggling a little bit this year, but hey, they're fielding a team. And of course, you got Jefferson County, Atmosphere County, and Seymour High School traveling to Union County. Young to the right, that's Sutton, number 80, tied in to the left. Owens is in the slot.
48-yard line.
GP going to throw the football. Looking, there's Owens. Ball's complete right there. He's got a first down and more, trying to cut the corner. It's going to be a first down. Nice throw and catch by Ogle.
Pass is complete to number 10, Bo Owens. Brought down.
It'd be interesting to see what his real 40 time is. I don't know if he's just got great flat-out foot speed, but Mike, he's a great route runner. He's one of those great possession receivers. He's going to run a good route. He's going to find the open area.
31-yard.
He's going to catch the obvious balls, but he's also going to make those hard catches and then do a good job running after the catch.
That was GP's 6th first down of the ball game. Ogle now 7 of 12 for 98 yards. Make that 8 first down. There's a crossbuck right there. That's Corey Jenkins on the corner, still on his feet. Lasso down. Bulldog down. Inside the 10-yard line.
Down by number 44, Michael Ball. The West Green
I'll
Buffaloes.
make that the 15-yard line. Hard to tell from this angle here, Rob.
Mike, great run. He did a nice job of seeing the field right there, getting the ball from that halfback spot. Had a good hold, a good job by the offensive line, but once he got through the first level, he did a good job of seeing the field and finding the open area.
Pitzer again inside the 10, down close to the 7-yard line.
And Mike, if he scores this one, the slaughter rule will go into effect in the second half.
The West Green Buffaloes.
GP has participated in 2 of those mercy rules this year so far. Back against Telco Plains in the opening ball game, and a couple weeks ago up here at North Green. Bitzer left side, pounding, twisting, turning, driving.
Zach Sutton says touchdown.
But no, he's going to be brought down at
Matthew
about
Pitzer
the
carrying the ball
1-yard
for the
line.
Highlanders. Hit first by number 42, Roger Vardenberg of the West Green Buffaloes. It'll be first down and goal for the Highlanders.
Remember at halftime, you can watch a Highlander marching band under the performance, under the direction of Ron Hicks, assisted by Mark Harrell. Great job last year of Kevin filming during halftime, Rob, there at field level. Pitcher, I don't think he got in. Let's see what to do as the umpire. That was first down.
The ball once again, number 44, Matthew Pitzer for the Highlanders.
Here, but that's just great filming last week by Kevin at ground level during the homecoming festivities and the marching
It's
band.
first
So
to number 51,
got to see a good
David
look at all those
Williams,
kids
the
up
West Green
in the
Buffaloes.
band last
It'll be
week.
second down and
close
goal
up
from about the 1
view.
yard line.
Well, no doubt that new weightlifting routine that he got from Bruce and then running the stadium steps. And of course, he did drop 30 pounds for this football season. And no doubt that added some time to the filming.
Ogle on the bootleg right there. Taylor, you got to get in there, buddy. You got to get in there a little bit quicker. He sort of stopped and let the guy go by him. Got to get a replay of that.
Yeah.
That'll make you highlight film.
Just kind of hopped into the end zone. Well, I tell you, when he sprints out to the right there, looking to pass or throw, well, he really is a confident-looking athlete.
So Robertson to snap, Ogle to hold, Pitzer to kick. Kick is up, and it's going to be wide right. So here with 1:28 remaining in the first half, it's the Highlanders 34. That's going to mess up the old mercy rule. West
Making
Green
your score,
nothing.
the Highlanders 34, the West Green Buffaloes 0.
Got to be up 35, and then after there's a 35-point difference.
Here's a replay here. Oh, goodness.
I'm not sure what the defensive player was trying to do there.
A good look right there at Ron Hicks, one of the veteran high school band directors in the state of Tennessee. Rob, you going to go back out to the truck at halftime and eat the rest of that fish we had to get to go?
I think I'm going to
Let's run a little behind schedule.
maybe find a trash can for that.
All the, all you can eat catfish, but the time we get all you can eat to us,
Kicking
the rest
off
of
for
it,
the
we had to put it
We
in
were
the
late
go
for the
box.
game.
Matthew
A great
Pitzer
job
back
of Kevin.
deep for
Now,
the
he works a lot
Buffaloes,
better
number
under
4.
pressure.
Brandon March, along with number 7, Matt McCravey, and 26, James White.
All right, Pitzer set to kick off again. Squib kick, bouncer picked up at the 19-yard line by Johnson. Still on his feet.
Taylor McCamus returning
Looks
to
like
kick
it's
off for the Buffaloes.
Looks like it's number 2 right there, Robertson, on the stop for the Highlanders.
Brought down by number 2, Matt Robertson.
Make
The
that
Highlanders.
number 22, Lee
West
Douglas.
Green's ball, first down and 10.
GP still got that first team defense in there, Robert. I'd say first team defense. That's the guys that started tonight. Not a lot of first teamers in there tonight. Ooh, nice pop there. Was that Big Billy? Big Billy and Pitzer right there.
I think the hit that we heard was number 2, Robertson. Well, when you can hear that plastic on plastic with the sitting behind the home crowd and with the headset on and right by the speaker for the PA, you know it's a good hit.
A gain of 2 on the play, bringing up second down and 8.
Second down, 8.
Ball on their 38-yard line.
Same play. About the same results there. Of course, Rob, looking across the field there, just above the players right there, you can see the Gatlinburg-Pittman Highlander equipment truck. Of course, driven each week to away games by Jay Horn. Of course, Jay's
not this week.
A little under the weather. You guess who made his wife Camille do that?
Met by a host of Highlanders.
I guarantee she could back that thing
Bringing
in and
up
out.
third down and 10 for
Hope
the
Jay
Buffaloes.
gets better in a hurry.
She's had a lot of broken bones in her family this year. Kyle with the collarbone and Jay with both wrists.
Adrian Saltzman carrying the ball. For
And
West
that's going to
Green.
be the last play of the first half
Hit
from
first by
West
number
Green
70,
High School.
Billy
It's
Husky,
halftime.
Highlanders.
It's GP 34,
And that's
West
the
Green
end of the
nothing.
first
We'll be
half.
back with second half action in a few moments.
guard captain, and Tara Tyrell, guard co-captain. Directors are Ron Hicks and Mark Harrell. Featured performers are Shayna Arp, Alex Dittmanson, Brittany Lewis, and Chaz Sims. 50 years ago, this fall, the musical West Side Story made its Broadway debut. The band salutes this music written by Leonard Bernstein. Selections include Prologue, Tonight, Cool, I Have a Love, and Mambo.
Marty Nicely here at halftime, where GP has dominated and leads 34-0. Unofficial halftime statistics for West Green. GP's held them to 1 first down. Passing, West Green 3 of 7 for 17 yards. They've had 2 interceptions, one by Bo Owens and one by Chase Young. Rushing, this is an impressive statistic. They've had 13 rushing attempts for a net of -2 yards. Total offense in the first half for West Green, 15 yards. West Green punted 3 times for a 9-yard average. West Green fumbled 1 time and lost it. They were penalized 6 times for 40 yards. For Gatlinburg-Pittman, first downs in the first half, they had 10.
Back to live action here after fine performance by both marching bands. GP to receive the kickoff, and we got somebody still on his feet right there. Can't tell from right here, but I think it was number 10, Bo Owens for the Highlanders. So Gatlinburg-Pittman up 34-0 here at the halftime mark right here. Set to go on offense to start the second half.
First down and 10 for the Highlanders on their own 35.
Ogle still the quarterback. Orange to the right, Young to the left. Pitcher on the draw. Still on his feet. Running, and running more. And he's going to go all the way. Touchdown, Matthew Pitzer.
And Mike, no doubt about it, that's going to get him back in the scoring race in East Tennessee.
In the end zone, touchdown, Gatlinburg-Pittman.
65-yard run for the touchdown by the junior, Matthew Pitzer. You need something like that, Rob, to get you cranked up there. Certainly not what West Green wanted to do after they came out of the locker room, but Pitzer trying to catch his wind right here to kick the PAT. Snap is down. Kick is up, and the kick is good. So here with 11:37 remaining in the third quarter, it's the Highlanders of Gatlinburg-Pittman High School, the Big Blue and Go, on top of the Buffaloes, 41-0. Rob, you and Randall a little slow getting back up there, and I done figured out why at halftime. Randall's down there waiting to see if he won that doghouse.
Well, Mike, he waiting to see if he won the doghouse and the raffle, but the main thing that he wanted to be down on the sideline because West Green does something that nobody has done in high school football since him. A guy that played trumpet in the band and football.
And also, Rob, they had two football players on the drums. They had to take their pads off to get the big, what do you call those, bass drums? Bass drums on, to carry them around. So I had not seen that since back in the early 70s when Randall played.
The other piece.
Kicking off for the Highlanders, number 44.
It's like a little
For the Buffaloes,
A little technical difficulty here, Rob, but
along with number 26, James
with some
White.
microphone trouble right here, but may have to get the old flashlight out. But we're underway again. And pitcher's kick is going to sail through the end zone here.
Well, I tell you, talking about somebody that's well conditioned. Of course, he plays all special teams, offense and defense. The guy's been in bed with the flu all week. Comes out, runs a 65-yard touchdown, kicks the extra point, then goes back downfield. Mike lines it, puts the ball on the tee, and kicks it into the end zone.
I'll say his night is about through, Rob. Okay. One of the little mouthpiece things came out, Rob, here, but we'll find it here. Okay, 1st and 10, West Green. Toss sweep. First time out, they're trying to do the sweep, and they're on the corner right there. Nice run down the right side, cuts back inside, across midfield for the first time tonight. Finally rolled out of bounds by number 10, Owens. Great play for the Buffalo offense that's struggled tonight, but they're trying to get back with some offensive production.
Mike, that was a great play by West Green, and they certainly need it. But one thing I like about the Highlanders, we had a lot of guys. We had a blitz called. Some of our linebackers were blitzing. But you look at that long run, when the guy gets up off the ground, you see all of our defensive linemen and linebackers chasing the football, not giving up on the play. 41 points up and still hustling down the field 40 yards.
1st and 10 at the GP 37-yard line. Trap inside. Rob, they made some adjustments at halftime. Nice run again by West Green. Some scores of interest at halftime from throughout the county. Sevier County High School getting beat by Jefferson County 21-14. Seymour at Union County leading 28-0 at halftime. And at halftime at Pigeon Forge, Hancock County trailing Pigeon Forge 42-6. So it looks like Pigeon Forge is going to get their second win of the season unless something drastic happens. All right, second down, 5, West Green. Rob, they tried the left side that time.
And I tell you, I thought Zach Sutton was going to strip the ball away from him and take off with it. You know, I was talking to Bruce Ruttenberg at halftime, and he's back from his European vacation. And we were just talking, we were talking about the game, and he said, hey, the thing we got to do is just everybody's got to get healthy and get ready for this big Cumberland Gap game. And he was saying that Bo Dyer's dressed out, and it is a lower leg stress fracture they're worried about. And he's talking about he thinks that Michael Dodig might come back and play and have his surgery after the football season. And that, a lot of these guys are just going to get well and get better.
I found the missing piece right there. Yeah, Marty has it out of the microphone. A little reverse inside there. Ooh, big hit coming across it. Was that Big Billy or is that no?
Big Adolfo.
That's a big hit right there.
Adolfo, Mike, has turned into a really, really good football player. I think if I'm correct, he played his first year and maybe his freshman and sophomore year, did not play a year, and came back to play his senior year. And I saw him in the weight room last winter. Just a big, good-looking kid, and he's had a great year.
So it's going to be 4th and 5 Buffaloes, and they're going for it. Twins right, I formation. They want to pass, a little hot pass out there. Ball's going to be now picked off by Bo Owens. Cuts back inside, still on his feet. Cuts back. Rob, he may have something going right here if he didn't get caught from behind. This is going to make a highlight film. Nice move. Great return by Owens, his second pickoff tonight, down to the 40-yard line. But Rob, right there, West Green, they did not stop chasing him. They were really pursuing the football.
And you know what? You're talking about highlight film. When Kevin does make the highlight film at the end of the year, you're going to see number 10 on it a lot. And I didn't know if it was kind of a toss-up between him or Zach Sutton, who was going to come down with the ball. Zach Sutton did the right thing and let him make the clear catch. But we're talking about just an exciting runner with the football.
So it's going to be 1st and 10 Highlanders at the 40-yard line of the Buffaloes. Clock is running, and the second team offense is in there. Number 6 at quarterback, sophomore Pierce McCarter. And we have a little whistle right there. Rob, oftentimes when you get that second group in there, they so hyped up a little bit they just can't get in the ball there. Of course, Rob, right there, your backfield that time was McCarter at quarterback, Douglas, Bryan, and Jenkins in the backfield. So after the 5-yard penalty, we'll back it up to the 45. 1st down and 15 Highlanders. Jenkins the tailback. Jenkins on the carry. Going to get about 3 back down to the 42-yard line. Remember, you see this broadcast on Saturday mornings at 11 o'clock, Monday nights at 7, and Wednesday nights at 7 on the PEG channel, Channel 4, downtown Gatlinburg. Remember, Gatlinburg-Pittman back at home next week. Friday night kickoff at 7:30 for the region championship against the Panthers from Cumberland Gap. Of course, Rob, they're going to come in here with that high-powered passing game. Got a 6'10 quarterback. We've seen him the last couple of years, and hey, he's tough. 2nd down, 12. Jenkins sweep to the left side. On the corner, cuts back inside. Pounds still on his feet. Nice run, pickup of 7 down to the 35-yard line.
It's going to be an interesting game. Probably going to have 2 of the better quarterbacks in East Tennessee playing next week. 1'6", how tall is he? 6'9"? 6'9" and 6'5". Here's a good, as we look at the replay.
That'd be a pretty good human interest story next week. Good run right there by Jenkins, number 8 for the Highlanders. GP has Twins to the right on 3rd and 6. Long snap, count. People jumping to see if it was the Highlanders or see if it was West Green. Of course, Rob, talking about college football, I tell you, it's a curse. You don't want to be number 1 this year, do you?
You don't want to be in the top 5 until the dust settles.
Outside against the Buffaloes, that's going to move it up 5, and that's going to make 3rd down 1 Highlanders. They got to get down to the 30-yard line. Clock running 5:25 and counting here in the 3rd quarter from West Green High School. Little trap inside there. Couldn't tell who the ball carrier was from here. It may have been number 36. That's Lee Douglas, number 22 on the carry for the Highlanders. Rob, 4th down play. Big Billy Husky coming in the ball game. Do you think you run behind Billy right here on 4th and 1?
You know, Mike, really, that whole line across there, when you look at Spencer Williams, Billy Husky, Elijah Casey, and the other 2 guys, that is a very, very good second-team line. And they did not run behind Billy. They ran behind that right side, and just great movement right there.
Nevertheless, Jenkins picks up the 1st down ball at the 26-yard line. 11 first downs in the ball game for GP at this time. Remember, it's the end of the night's ball game. We'll be bringing you the Greenbrier Restaurant play of the game and the Five Oaks Construction offensive and defensive players of the game. Sims split to the right on 1st and 10. What a crossbuck right there. That's Joey Green on the carry. Touchdown, Joey Green. Right there, Rob, a guy that's, put in his time on defense all season long, putting up big numbers. Doesn't play much offense, but, hey, he took advantage of that right there.
You know what, he's been an unsung hero on the defense this year, but one thing, boy, he really showed some speed right there. You always run a little bit faster when you have the football, when guys are chasing you.
Pitzer to attempt a PAT. Snap is down, kick is up, and the kick is good. So here with 3:44 remaining in the ball game, it's the Highlanders 48, the Buffaloes and West Green yet to get on the board. Here's a good look at the old crossbuck right here. I think Green may have went, Rob, untouched for the touchdown. Good look across the way at a lot of GP fans. A few sweatshirts on tonight. Rob, you look at that replay right there. If we can get another shot of that, Randall, the fans at home be looking at the left guard or left tackle right there, Billy Husky. Hey, that's a pancake block right there.
I tell you what, that guard center, hey, I could have run through that. Well, maybe not. But
here's a replay. Left guard right there. Ooh. He's been watching that WWF stuff, Rob. Okay. Pitcher to kick off. It's a booming kick. It's going to hit and going to have to be picked up at the 3-yard line by Johnson. Tripped up.
Danny White returning the kickoff for the Buffaloes.
Couldn't tell from here who tripped him up here, Rob, but good coverage by the Highlander unit. That may have been number 58, Casey, or number 36, Brian for the Highlanders. I'm just glad we found that mouthpiece deal for the mic for our mics right here.
be first down and 10.
Because Kevin was worried about that, Rob, you know.
18-yard line.
Oh, now it tells us he has back up, and we almost fall off this building trying to find him.
We're worried that we would be encumbered. Kevin runs a tight ship.
Oh, yeah.
He's not easy to work for.
Carrying the ball for the Buffaloes, James White. Brought down by number 20, Hunter Douglas, the Highlanders. A gain of 1 on the play, bringing up second down and 9.
Sweep left side. Cuts back to the right side.
James White carrying the ball once again. for West Green.
Nice tackle across the way. Number 27 there, Rob?
Mike, I think it was number 21,
Right, yeah, number 21.
Colin Meyer. What a tackle.
Number 21, Colin Meir.
Cullen Meir. Tell you, Rob, all these young guys, you know, we'll get these words pronounced right because, you know.
We're going to start seeing them more often.
Oh, yeah, like next year. Here's a replay. No replay yet here.
29-yard line.
It is a first down, 1st and 10, West Green. Big Maples on the stop for the Highlanders.
Michael Ball carrying the ball for the Buffaloes.
Of course, Rob, always when you're a young guy and you get a chance to play in a varsity football game, it's great.
Well, especially when you're at home at Gatlinburg in front of a big crowd.
Second down for the Buffaloes.
A little running room.
James White carrying the ball for West Green.
Like number 36, Caleb Bryan on the tackle, as well as number 15, Shane Latham for the Highlanders. They'll bring up 3rd and 4, Buffaloes.
The Highlanders. Gain of 5 on the play, bringing up 3rd down and 5 for the Buffaloes.
You know, Mike, sometimes it's not that easy being a second-team player, especially, you know, these guys went up and played a really tough junior varsity game this week. Was it Tuesday when they went to South Green?
Right.
Then, of course, they have to be the scout team for our first-team offense at practice on Monday and Tuesday. And a big, boy, that Caleb Bryan, what a tackle. Well, he might make the highlight film on that.
That may be a helmet decal tackle for
That
a
is
loss right
what
there.
a beautiful play. Just look at him from his inside linebacker position. Gets a great read, takes a great scrape, and Mike, you couldn't draw it up any better than that.
Head in front across the bow and just drive your feet right there, good wide base, and just run through the ball carrier.
That's probably the big hit of the night.
And that's going to be the end of the first quarter. Like that third quarter, we got 3 in the books from West Green High School. Highlanders still in control, 48-0.
Good look at the GP huddle. You know, we were talking about the band, the kids from South Green that were playing in the band, and you know, the first time we've seen a trumpet player since Randall Bryan played. You know, one thing they didn't let that kid do, though, they didn't let him during the game stand on the bench and play charge.
At least they haven't yet. Fourth and 4, West Green. Let's see if they like to punt it away or go for it here. I think they're going to kick it here. Sims and can't tell. It looks like that may be Meyer back there to receive for the Highlanders. It's a fake. Oh, can't tell from here, Rob. It depends on the spot, but I think from here they have the first down.
I think they got it.
No, don't know. No.
Yeah.
The guy across the way was marking it 4 yards upfield. But going to be short there, so GP will take over inside the 40-yard line of the Buffaloes at the 38.
And Mike, that tackle was made again by number 36, Caleb Bryan. One thing that he really did well there, he saw that it was a fake punt. And they had really two guys, kind of like our wham play. He ran through the blockers and then kind of ran around behind them and made the tackle.
Carter still back in at quarterback. Hand off Shane Latham right there. A little running room, still on his feet. Down inside the 35, close to the 32-yard line. Nice pickup by the sophomore running back, Shane Latham.
I tell you, Mike, I'm hearing more leather popping up here with this second unit than I did the first unit. He's feeling it too. I think he got his bell rung.
Rob, you always remember back when you played ball, like, of course, in high school on Saturday mornings or in college on Sunday mornings, how you felt after a game. That's probably why you can't get out of bed now, right?
That's it. Mike,
Carrying the ball for the Highlanders, number 39, Anthony Bryan.
And I tell you, this is a good-looking kid right here, Anthony Bryan.
Had a touchdown a couple weeks ago
yes,
up at North Green.
He showed a little burst of speed. Looks like he has a lot of strength. He's going to be a ball player.
Third down for GP. Trap inside there. Not much going on for the ball carrier. Hunter Douglas on the carry. Number 20 for the Highlanders.
62, Nathan Cobb of the Buffaloes. One score of enters. I don't know exactly what quarter it's in, but Greenville Green Devils are leading Morristown West 28-7.
Fourth and 4 Highlanders. Looks like McCarter may be checking off up there, Rob, at the line of scrimmage. Sweep left side. I think that's maybe Latham on the carry. Close to a first down, Rob. I think he may have it.
Number 15, Shane Latham carrying the ball.
Nice carry by Shane Latham, the young sophomore.
And Mike, it just says a lot about a program and the football coaches at Gatlinburg-Pittman. When you see these second and third team guys come out on the field, they come out and they've got perfect stances, perfect alignment. You don't see a lot of mental errors. And, everybody's out there doing their job. You can just tell it's a well-coached bunch of kids right there.
So GP first and 10 at the Buffalo 22-yard line, 8:05 and counting in the ballgame. Latham again, left side. Where is he? Twisting, turning, cuts it up. Touchdown, Shane Latham, 22-yard scamper.
Shane Latham carrying the ball in the end
And Mike,
zone.
that was a scamper.
Gatlinburg-Pittman Highlanders.
See big number 75, Spencer Williams, downfield out in front of him. David Williams' son, right? Is it David? Much better athlete than his uncle, Terry, that's for sure.
Now, did David play with Randall? They was on that same Highlander football team. And pitcher's kick is good. So here with 7:49 remaining in the ball game, it's the Highlanders 55, the Buffaloes nothing. Here's a look at the replay here, Rob. Nice move. A little speed right there.
I tell you, the guy that really made that play, of course, it was a great run by Latham, but number 33, the fullback, Joey Green, made a great block and let that happen. Mike, great shot of the Highlander marching band. Staying through all 4 quarters of the game tonight.
Outstanding performance at halftime.
Kicking off number 44, Matthew Pitzer. Back deep, number 7, Matt McCravey.
All right, Pitzer to kick off. McCready deep for the Buffaloes. McCready at the 4.
You know, you have to wonder how good of a kicker Matthew Pitzer would be if he wasn't a full-time, linebacker and running back, and he put a lot of work into it.
Brought down by number 28, Dylan Reagan.
Dylan Reagan, number 28 on the stop for the Highlanders.
Down and 10.
I mean, you certainly don't. We never see in our league kids kicking the ball into the end zone off the kickoff.
West Green's ball, first down and 10 on their own 22-yard line.
And it's timeout, West Green. Rob, are those ballots starting to come in? Yeah. Marty, why don't you go ahead and collect them from the authorized personnel that vote. Remember, Gatlinburg-Pittman back at home next week, Rob. It's always good to be at home. You know, you got about 15 minutes to get to the stadium. You know, it's up here it's like being at home in the comforts of your own home watching a ball game. Where we're at perched high above the stadium. All right, back to live action here after the Buffalo timeout. New quarterback in the ball game. Little counter right there, trying to get to the corner.
Alan McCain is carrying the ball for the West Green Buffaloes. Hit first by number 25, Michael Lowry.
Michael Lowry first on that
down and 10
hit
Buffalo.
for the Highlanders. It's a first down for the Buffaloes. Seems like the West Green's got a couple of tough runners in with that second group they have.
Hit first by number 67, Jared Thomas, Highlanders.
Of course, Rob, right there, West Green, they're not going to win the ball game here with half of the fourth quarter to go. Head coach John Case is putting in some of his second guys, give them some experience. Well, that's always good to build on for next year.
Yeah, they've come out with a little spark, though, and act like they want to play football.
There's the old reverse.
And Mike, this win really puts our varsity football team in a real good position. First of all, it gives us a kind of an easy opponent where we have some of the kids that have been sick and injured. Gives them a week to lick their wounds, get well. Then we go into the region showdown with us and Cumberland Gap, both teams undefeated, and hopefully win that game. But then the big thing is go into it with a little momentum, have a week off with our open date coming that 10th week of the season before the playoffs, and then we can kind of go scout that week. All of our coaches will be available to go to the games to see the teams that we might play. So really things are really setting up nice for the Highlanders.
Hey, that'd give us a Friday night to regroup ourselves. You know, we can get together and we can polish the TVs, Windex the screens, and work on some maybe do some new
repairs, some maintenance of equipment,
new cabling, and new jacks or something. It may take 4 or 5 hours. We just need to tell our wives we're playing that night.
Yeah. Tell them we've got a game at the Greenbrier.
Marsh's pass is complete to number 44.
I did. This
Michael
West
Ball.
Green, Rob, this West Green second bunch got a little fire in her eye.
Knocked out of bounds by number 39, Anthony Bryant,
You know, it's-
the Highlanders. It'll be 3rd down and 4 for the Buffaloes.
Had some big plays in this ball game, Rob. Opening play of the second half. Pitchers big runs, some
The ball
pass
rests on the 50-yard line.
completions tonight. 3rd down, 4 Buffaloes. They want to go deep. That ball's up for grabs. It's going to be caught.
Oh.
That'll make you highlight, man.
Hey, you gotta like the way this little left-handed quarterback. I mean, he just kind of slings it.
And number 28, Blake Williams for the Buffaloes.
We'll play this guy, in a
First
couple of
down
years,
and
he'll be
10,
All-State.
Buffaloes.
And we'll say, is that same guy?
He kind of hurls it, doesn't he?
Oh, that's a zip. We're out there.
He's got a little confidence going. Hey, that was a good pass.
I think the votes are in tonight here.
Brandon Marsh
Defensive
passes
player of the
complete to
game,
number
5
22.
Oaks Construction, is Bo Owens.
Caleb
2
Duckett,
interception, a lot of big
Buffalo.
hits tonight.
Brought down by number 84. Ryan
Offensive
Taylor,
player of the
Highlanders,
game, Taylor Ogle.
bringing up
7 of
2nd
12
down.
through the yard,
3
through the air,
for the
98
Buffaloes.
yards, 1 touchdown pass, and 2 TDs running. Oh, Rob, you said a little pump. Oh, right there, almost pumped. Almost picked off right there. And the play of the game, the Greenbrier Wrestler play of the game is first play from scrimmage, second half, Matthew Kutcher, the big 65-yard touchdown run to put the damper or close the nail on the coffin in West Green, if they had any hopes at all. Hey, Rob, speaking of Greenbrier Restaurant, I might go up there tomorrow night for dinner. Smoky Mountain strip steak, twice baked potato, maybe some lobster bites, dipped in drawn butter for an appetizer. Couple
Hey, that's one of the
glasses
best.
iced
That
tea.
is probably one of the best appetizers I've ever had.
Brandon Marsh's pass is
Of
complete
course, I'd
to
go
number
up there too,
14,
Mike, but my
Taylor
college
McKinnon,
roommates in
West
town,
Green
and I would not
Buffaloes.
do that to Dave and Becky Hadden. I would-
It'll be 1st down and 10 Buffaloes. Timeout for West
With,
Green.
like on those food fights, you always
Would
do,
not-
just like an
would
animal
not,
house.
would not take him out in public here.
Just like an animal house.
Yeah.
Food fight. They'd probably Rob stamp say food fight. My favorite appetizer
The-
for Marty is the lobster
Yeah.
bites, dipped in drawn butter. What do you like, Rob? Up there?
Well, that's my favorite. I get the blackened strip.
I tell you, another great meal up there is the blackened tilapia. Man, they just don't. Marty's favorite is the smoked, stuffed, apple smoked pork tenderloin. I think I'm going up there tomorrow night. Rob, I don't think he knew that ball was coming, did he?
I don't think so.
Maybe the lights got him in the eye or
Brandon
something.
Marsh
I
pass
can't tell.
attempt to number 85. Mikey Bible incomplete. Bringing up 2nd down for the Buffaloes.
Wind's starting to whip around, Rob. We don't need these bottles to blow off on the fans here. Buffaloes use another timeout, trying to get on the scoreboard. Second down 10, 55 seconds remaining in the ball game. There's the old alley-oop. Couldn't quite find it, Rob. Good job by the quarterback putting it up in the air.
And Mike, you really like seeing kids like that there's no pressure on them. They know this game's over. This is the new ball game for those second team guys that are in there right now. They're just out there just kind of hustling around, playing kind of like they're playing in the backyard.
Rob, third down, and they brought in their kicking unit. Clock is running, trying to get points on the board here with a 36-yard field goal. Kick is up, and the kick is long enough. Is it good? Wide left right there. West Green trying to avoid the shutout here, Rob, but it's going to wind down right there, and that's going to be your final score from West Green High School. Gatlinburg-Pittman goes to 8-1 on the football season with a 55-0 region win over the Buffaloes from West Green. Remember, next week, GP back at home for the region championship. We need to get out there, have a big crowd out there on Friday night. Kickoff 7:30 from Hammondsville, Gatlinburg-Pittman High School. For Kevin Tierney, Marty Nicely, Randall Bryan, Rob Younger, this is Mike Helton. Say, go Highlanders. See you next week.